Hey guys, it's Candy in the land of sushi. Welcome back to my channel. So some of you guys may already know that I have quit my ALT job in Japan and have decided to return home to the Philippines. I may not be in Japan anymore, but as promised, I will still continue vlogging and making useful content for all the aspiring ALTs. Anyway, in this video, I will be sharing to you guys the process, airport procedures and requirements, how to go home to the Philippines. So if you want to know how I did it, then please keep on watching. So before we begin, just a caveat, the Philippine government changes its rules and procedures for returning Filipinos from overseas. So before starting your journey home, make sure to read up and stay updated with the latest guidelines. I will be posting in the description box below some useful websites and links where you can find the latest guidelines. Also, the procedures and requirements that I will be mentioning in this video will apply to OFWs, or to returning overseas Filipino workers. Returning home from November 2021. I booked my ticket around May of this year, and just 2 weeks before my flight, I started reading up all the procedures and requirements that I need to do and to have. So I started reading up the latest information and found out that all returning Filipinos, meaning OFWs and non-OFWs alike, should have a One Health Pass QR code. So for you to get this QR code, you have to register, you have to input your personal details, flight details, and also vaccination details. Once you click submit, the system will generate a QR code. Make sure that you save a picture of this QR code or screenshot. Also, you can print if you have a printer. I really have to put an emphasis to this. You really have to have a copy of this QR code. Make sure that it is in your phone or you have a physical copy of it. You need this QR code before you can board the plane. Next, as an OFW, you have to register in the OFW Assistance Information System, or OASIS for short. So it is very important that you register in the OASIS so that you can enjoy all the privileges that OWA is giving out to OFWs. Privileges such as free transportation from airport to hotel quarantine, free hotel quarantine accommodation, and also free meals. And if you are returning to your province, OWA will also pay for your flight back home. So since I'm going home to Davao, they will also book the ticket for me. I won't pay anything for my domestic flight, but of course I paid for my international flight. So if you want to avail all these freebies, make sure that you have yourself registered in the OASIS. Otherwise, you'd have to shoulder all the expenses. Also, I was asked kung these privileges will only apply to those who have quit their job. No, as long as you are an OFW, either you have quit your job or you are still returning to your job site and are visiting the Philippines temporarily to, spend the holidays, you can avail of these freebies like the hotel accommodation, transportation, meals, PCR test. Also, I forgot to mention, PCR test is free. And also, I want to emphasize this, guys. I didn't have to take a PCR test before boarding the plane. No, hindi na siya kailangan. And then the third document is a vaccination passport or a vaccination certificate if you are fully vaccinated. So since my job site is Japan, I went to my local city health office. I got my Japan vaccination certificate. So this vaccination certificate is of course in Japanese, but there is an English translation. Yeah, you don't have to worry about that. And I also specifically asked Polo, I think, because I read in the Philippine Airlines website or Cebu Pacific website that the vaccination certificate or passport has to be WHO certified or Polo certified, something like that. So I asked them if the vaccination certificate in Japan will suffice. Polo Japan clarified and confirmed that I only need to present my Japan vaccination certificate. Just to make sure na lang, no, you can email Polo and ask them to confirm or clarify about this WHO certified vaccination certificate. But again, if you're from Japan, returning to the Philippines, the Japan vaccination certificate will suffice. Also, I need to clarify that unvaccinated returning OFWs or returning Filipinos can still come home. You can still board the plane and visit home, but quarantine for you guys will be longer. The reason why I also got the vaccination certificate is so that my quarantine will be shortened. So fully vaccinated individuals will have a shorter quarantine than those who are not fully vaccinated. So again, just to summarize, as an OFW returning home to the Philippines, you only need 3 documents. First, you need to get a QR code, the One Health Pass QR code. Make sure to save a copy of that in your phone or a physical copy, and make sure that you have registered in the OASIS system of OWA. And third is your vaccination certificate if you are fully vaccinated. So now I will take you to the day of my flight. So I went to the airport 4 hours before my flight. Make sure, guys, that you are at the airport at 3 hours at least before your flight. So I just arrived at the airport because there will be instances that maybe you forgot to register something or like documents you need to present, and the lines could be long. In my case, when I arrived at the airport, the lines weren't that long. Of course, there were lines because they had to double check on like all the documents, and I believe other returning Filipinos, non-OFWs, have more documents and requirements because they have to present hotel booking and like transportation and meals and all these stuff. They have a separate list of requirements, so I am not very familiar with that. So yeah, I believe the procedures for OFWs are easier compared to non-OFWs. So guys, I finally made it here at the terminal, and it's pretty empty. I'm heading straight to get my luggage. I had them shipped here directly at the airport. So that's another tip you can follow. You can ship your big luggages directly to the airport. So now at the airport, all I presented at the counter, I just presented my passport, residence card, and my QR code, my One Health Pass QR code. If you are an OFW, make sure that you tell them that you are an OFW. They will take note of that and search you in like the list of OFWs in the system. So if you have not registered in the system, maybe they will ask you to register at the airport. So to save time, make sure that prior to boarding, make sure that you have registered in the system. And then that's it. After I got my boarding pass and like after I dropped my luggage, I was able to proceed in the boarding area, and I had like an hour still. That's it. I proceeded to the gate. Also, you guys, airlines in the Philippines still require face shields. So make sure that you have a face mask with you and a face shield. Otherwise, you will be denied boarding. And then when we landed in the Philippines, I landed in NAIA Terminal 2, I think. Or was it 3? I can't remember. But any airports in the Philippines, there will be officers or personnel who will accommodate you and who will guide you. I noticed that we were separated, OFWs and non-OFWs. So of course, if you're an OFW, line up and just follow the way. Just follow Kuya Coast Guard or Ate Coast Guard. The Bureau of Quarantine, they will ask for your vaccine certificate. So make sure you have a physical copy of your vaccine certificate because they will be taking a photo of your vaccine passport or certificate. After BOQ, the Coast Guard will orient you with the procedures and they will give you a paperwork. Make sure to fill out the paperwork and hand it to the Coast Guard. And then if I remember correctly, I was then told to go down at the arrivals area, and I was told to proceed to the OWA desk. Then at the OWA desk, I gave my passport, my OSS or my One Health Pass QR code, and then they checked it in their system and my name was there, fortunately. So they gave me this booklet. I was given this OWA booklet, and it says here my hotel quarantine. Yeah, I was assigned at the Richmond Eastwood Hotel. After they gave me this booklet, they told me to get my meal. So this is before you get your luggage, guys. Again, make sure to drop by at the OWA desk before proceeding to get your luggage at the carousel. And then once you're done with that, once you have your luggage, then I proceeded to day 14. At day 14, the bus or the transportation from the airport to your hotel will be waiting for you. Then after that, we were ferried to our hotel. May kuya kasi sa bus na parang, ano ba, bayan patroller. Char. Hindi. Ano ba siya? Ano bang tawag doon? I forgot what you call kuya. I forgot. Basta parang chauffeur. He told us that we were lucky because we are assigned in Metro Manila lang. Because some OFWs are assigned in Tagaytay or other far-flung areas. He said that our hotel is nice and we were lucky that night. So really felt good, guys. Although we were stressed and tired from the trip, but okay naman, wala akong masabi. I didn't have any struggles regarding the requirements and documents. As long as you have them with you, then you're good. Also, guys, unfortunately, you cannot choose your hotel. The OWA desk will randomly assign you your quarantine hotel. So, hindi po kayo makakapili ng quarantine hotel. Some are lucky to be placed in Sofitel, like 5-star hotels. I believe like Richmond is a 4-star hotel, so di na masama. So yeah, paswertehan na lang talaga siya, guys. Magdasal-dasal na lang kayo before your flight that you will be assigned in Metro Manila or in a nicer hotel. So yeah, at the hotel, we arrived at around past 10. So gutom na kami lahat. Hindi ko pa nakain yung chicken ko na bigay ni OWA sa airport. We had another paperwork here at the hotel na, but the hotel staff will be handing you the paperwork. Just make sure that you fill out all the necessary details and don't leave out on any important details. And then yeah, they will be giving you an orientation about the hotel policies. Bawal yung food, bawal yung padala ng food from like family members. So yeah, we were also told that since we are fully vaccinated, our length of quarantine will be shorter. Now I will be showing you my hotel room. 32nd floor. Look at me, guys. I am so unkempt. I arrived at my room around almost 11 na, guys. So this is the bathroom and the toilet. Okay, quick tour. Oh, there's a bathtub. I can take a bath. And yeah, it is spacious, you guys. Pwede magpatintero here. Okay, so there's a day bed over here and 2 beds. Yeah, let's see the view. Okay. Alright, nice view. Thanks, Philippine government, for this free accommodation. It's nice. Okay, now, this is the golden question. A lot of people have been asking me how long is the quarantine. For fully vaccinated individuals, quarantine will be around 5 to 7 days. But there could be delays in PCR testing, when the results will be out. So there will be delays. So just expect that, yeah, it could be longer than 7 days. So I was tested yesterday on my 5th day of quarantine. Hey guys, so today is the 5th day of my quarantine here in the Philippines, and I received a call yesterday that today will be my PCR test day. It's my first time. I'm a bit nervous because I don't know, because some people say that it's painful. So I received a call just a while ago from the OWA representative telling me to prepare because she's gonna come and pick me up anytime soon. Today is my 6th day. I still haven't heard anything from our OWA rep. Probably the result won't be out today. I am hoping that it will be out tomorrow on my 7th day. So after getting your result, I believe you are free to go home. Your family can now fetch you at the hotel. Or if you're like me, who will be going home to the province, OWA will arrange a transportation for you back to the airport. So yes, you have to wait for the PCR test result, which will be around 2 to 3 days. Unfortunately, you guys, I cannot choose the flight, my domestic flight back to Davao. I cannot choose the date and time. I am at the mercy of OWA kasi nga libre, guys. So, I don't want to insist, I don't want to demand. Libre nga siya, guys. So, sige na lang. So, about the food, the hotel will provide you 3 meals a day. They will provide you breakfast, lunch, and dinner. And if you want to order some snacks at the cafe, they have, but snacks are very limited, guys. Guys, in fairness with the food, the food here at Richmond Hotel is good. Maybe the complaint I have lang is that they don't have like fruits or vegetables on the side. For the 3 meals a day, you cannot choose your meal. But I believe if you have like a specific diet, or for example, you cannot eat pork, then you have to let the staff know before you check in. So if you cannot eat pork or if you have any allergies, make sure that you inform the hotel staff. What else? What did I miss? Yeah, so I will just update you tomorrow if ever I get my results and if I am able to fly home. Also, I'd like to emphasize that each LGU you are to return home have different rules and regulations in terms of quarantine. I am not knowledgeable of all the requirements in specific LGUs. If you are returning to Davao, I looked it up online, and Davao City LGU is only requiring the returning OFWs to present the Safe Davao QR code. You don't need the S-Pass, you don't need the acceptance letter anymore. All you have to do is to register at their website. Make sure that you have a copy of the QR code when you land in Davao. I believe the rules have also loosened up, so I am not sure if I have to quarantine in the rest of the 14 days. Yeah, for now, I'm preparing myself to quarantine until the 14th day. So that is it for now, you guys.
A few moments later.
You guys, I was just having dinner and I received call from the OWA rep that I am leaving tomorrow. I'm flying tomorrow. And I have to get ready at 6 a.m. Yeah, I'm happy that I tested negative. Can finally go home tomorrow.
May OWA Patikos kayo po mag-a-assist sa inyo. Habang nag-aantay po ng tayo ng flight, sagot po ni OWA ang pagkain po natin. Bali mamaya po sa Terminal 2 ng mga Visayas Mindanao po, paunahin nyo lang po muna yung mga maleta sa gitna bago po tayo bumaba po. Para dire-diretso po kayo pagbaba po.
Before boarding the bus to the airport, we were told to fill out an arrival form. Here, the Coast Guard are checking if we have filled out the arrival form. Once that is confirmed, you can finally enter the airport. At the airport, there are several counters. Each counter represents a city, so if you are going home to Davao, go to the Davao City counter. At the counter, they will confirm your address, so make sure you have a valid ID with your home address. Also, they will take your passport. After that, you can get your breakfast meal if you're hungry.
Breakfast muna tayo para iwas init-ulo.
Next, the Coast Guard will call your number and return your passport. While waiting, you can rest and eat your meal. Once your number is called, get your passport and line up going to the next step. Then you have to line up again and get your flight ticket. After that, you can enter the gate and wait for your flight. In Davao, we were separated into 2 groups, those living in Davao City and those living outside of Davao City. Davao City residents were the last to go out. After getting our luggages, OWA scanned our Safe Davao QR code, so make sure you have this on hand. Then we are finally out. Hey guys, so I am finally home in Davao City. We were told at the airport to just continue quarantining at home for the rest of the 14 days. Also at the airport, there was a bit of a disconnect because I was told in Manila that family members cannot pick us up at the airport. But when I landed in Davao, the airport personnel told us that the OFWs who live around Davao City can be picked up by family members or can take the taxi back home. At first, when I was in Manila, my parents were already preparing to pick me up at the airport, but because I was told that it is not allowed, bawal ang sundo, I told them it is not allowed, so that they went back home. When I arrived at Davao City Airport, they told me, pwede daw yung sundo. So I was a bit confused. Those who live outside of Davao, there is a transportation provided by OWA Davao na magfe-ferry sa kanila going back home, like let's say South Cotabato, North Cotabato, and Mid-Sayap, and other provinces. I hope, guys, this video was informative and helpful, and if you can share this to your OFW friends who are planning to visit home, go ahead, share, and disseminate the information. This might help them. So these are the steps and requirements that you need to do and you need to have to return home to the Philippines. So yeah, I hope you enjoyed watching this video. Click the like button if you enjoyed watching it. Please subscribe to my channel if you haven't yet, and also please click that bell button so that you get notified whenever I upload a new video. That's it, you guys. Thank you so much, and I'll see you in my next vlog. Goodbye.